Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 historical battle. This is Dara, 530 between the Persians and the Byzantines. I have the Persians. My opponent, Hiskik, I don't know, has Belisarius' Romans. So at this stage in the 6th century, this is still essentially the Roman army of late antiquity. It does have a emphasis on mounted archers, some infantry, which is more defensive in nature. The best of the lot, the Bucellari, are half-bow, lancers, swordsmen. I think in reality they were theoretically all trained on both bow and lance, but men who weren't born to this step were not able to master the bow to the same degree. So it's half-bow. Unless it was actually a case of certain ranks of the unit being equipped with bow. I believe both were done at various times in Byzantine history. Anyway, we've got the Persian army. We've got even more horse archers. We've got cataphracts, which is nice, but their lancer POA only counts in open terrain, which these obstacles are not. We've got a massive infantry. Unfortunately, it's terrible, no good, awful levy spearmen. So, if I'm lucky, he'll come out to fight in the open. Great. If I'm not, I'm going to have to get creative about an approach to this defensive position. For starters, we'll want to extend and see if we can work our way around at all. That's going to be easier said than done, given all this rough ground here. But it's worth a try. We will similarly extend on the right. Very good. I think I will also shift my light foot to the wings to try to take advantage of terrain. And trust to the archery of my massed armored horse archers to cover themselves in the center. The levy spearmen we will also shift around. I think I might keep one rank in the center to support the cataphracts as their formation comes apart through fighting, but we'll shift one line each to each side. Now, these guys can stand up to cavalry charges. They can even hold off the comitatensis for a while. Comitatensis are the bow 20% is essentially cosmetics. They're basically darts, light spear, swordsmen. So light spear is 100 impact, whether charging or being charged, unless they're charging lancers or something. But against infantry, it's either way. The darts is a defensive impact capability. So if I stand off with a unit of Sassanid levy spearmen, and I'm staring face to face at a unit of comitatensis, then I have a 24-point unit staring at a 51-point unit. If he charges, the impact is fairly even. They'll be up 25 due to being average versus my raw. In the melee, if the levy spearmen hold firm, being steady spearmen, they will have swordsman POA down to 50. So they have some armor, so it'll be armor advantage 37, swordsman 50. That's 87 total against 100 minus 25 for quality for defensive spearmen. It's a lot of math, but basically you have a cheap, awful unit that can delay far more expensive units. But being raw, they will fail cohesion checks from all kinds of things. So it's they're not to be depended on for more than a few turns, but sometimes a few turns is all you need. Next turn. Okay. I could shift all of my horse archers over to the wings. Just leave the cataphracts at the center. You don't have to make that decision yet, though. Next turn. Okay, looks like we're both going all in on the flanks. Don't want to just throw away my light infantry, so why don't we shift them over to the rough ground where they can really operate. Actually, I should have kept him on the cataphracts. Okay, well, we'll begin skirmishing next turn. Next turn, it begins. Okay, we'll start moving up for an assault. Very good. Well, before we do that, let's fire a volley. I don't really know what this infantry support's going to do, but it might as well come up. 2 units of master archers could be a problem. Okay, good enough. Maybe we can start winning here. And here, and then I'm not really sure. It's a lot of above average armored. We have superior. Might be able to try for the melee, although they'll evade. Next turn. Could go for a break there, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh, let's just auto break them. There. Do we reinforce that or stay here to confront the cavalry? Probably stay. Good. Okay, a decent start on both wings, but he's got infantry reinforcements coming. He has yet to unleash his armored horse archers. So, yeah, 2% is not enough to really comment on. Next turn. Right, let's do something a bit ridiculous. We're going to charge here. Yeah. And then we're going to... Oh. I should have pathed them manually, apparently. We're going to mess things up by not paying attention. Fair enough. Well, shove them away. That works too. Let's just press on into the melee. We'll need those infantry reinforcements. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. No? Alright, fine, you do it then. Nice, we got that extra 100 POA for cavalry charging bowmen in open terrain. Alright, that's everyone. Next turn. Rally on the light jabs. That's rather unfortunate. I wouldn't call it misclick, more a I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we'll have to switch our commander off of there so we can live to fight on. Better break them or else you're going to be in trouble. Good. Well, that's not the best, but I'll take it. Good. Do we bother breaking them? Probably not. Here. Shoot. Held firm. They'll evade, and then maybe we can inflict a break, and thus inflict a break. And then that works. Let's start hitting the edge of this formation. They hold firm. Start bringing up these levy spears. We'll need their support. And by support, I mean we'll need their bodies to absorb arrows. It's for a good cause. If we charge here, then we can catch the flank here. Then why don't we general up and charge here? And Bukalari can't evade, so push right in. We will need to cover the flanks of the cataphracts, which means exposing our horse archers to an unfortunate amount of concentrated fire, but that can't be avoided. In the meantime, again, levy spears moving up to support. Okay. Then what? They're above average. Mistakes were made. We're going to have to either accept that sacrifice or... Well, actually, that's secondary zone of control, so we're good. Ish. We're okay. Here. Get in there and do something. Get the drop. A frag. Maybe it will all have been worth it. We can follow up into the archers. Huh, that would be very amusing. Next up. Try to break those light jabs. You fall back? Not yet. Might be... No, that's rough ground too, so it doesn't matter. Good. Maybe we can get you there. You... Start applying pressure. Straighten out this line. Push it forward. Okay, so hopefully just as the cavalry starts to buckle, the infantry can arrive. There's not much we can do here. This unit is just dead no matter what. Turn that way. And let's... Do I threaten to flank that unit or threaten that unit? He can zone me out anyway, can't he? You know what? Threaten both. Okay, so things are starting off well here, although now we're going to be fighting formed infantry on rough ground. It's not ideal. Here, it kind of depends on what happens with this pursuit charge. If we crash into these archers, that would be very nice. The center is looking pretty good too. This is a bit dodgy. We're outnumbered in terms of cavalry. So really the question is, will the arrival of thousands of incredibly poorly trained and equipped infantrymen be helpful as our cavalry starts to buckle in the next 2 or 3 turns? Next turn. Well, that's not ideal. Let's flank us there. Well, can't all go our way. That's pretty risky, though. He's gonna have to cover that, yeah? Bold move. He didn't suffer for it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna suffer at least one disrupt here, I would imagine. There it is. We'll fall back after a bad impact. It's mediocre. Break on the Comitatensis. Everybody holds firm, though. Okay, well, what if we just, you know, clipped that unit and flank in there. Good. Do we fall back? Nope. See if we can't break these flankers then. Well, that's one way to do it. And fortunately, nothing much we can do here, so we'll just dump some arrows into the Limatane. Huh. Happens if we charge here. Nothing? That's fine. General up there, inspire the men, just to hold on for now. Push the infantry forward, but leave some room for our men to fall back for now. Good. Close in. It's how we'll avoid getting shot at anymore. If we charge here, they'll evade the flank threat. Almost caught him out. Keep bringing up the infantry support. All right. Withdraw from contact there. Who do we shoot? The Isarians are more vulnerable. Comitatensis is probably a more important target. Archers are the only real threat. But we can't disrupt them with one round of fire anyway, so why don't we go for the disrupt? And maybe that'll scare him into acting rashly. Hide behind this difficult slope here. Okay. And you're dead. Well, you're dead next turn. Next turn. Oh, what a shame. Make us work for it then. Oh, we knew that was coming. Ugh. They're on difficult ground there. Too bad they all held firm there. Okay, well, let's start by smacking into this Byzantine heavy cavalry to no effect. Good. Push in. Excellent. Should slaughter them. Cover that flank. And can we... No. No, we can't. Screw it, just get in there. Good. I could charge here and force a break. Let's do that. Or not. Okay. Shove them off. Maybe we catch them. Good. Threaten the flank. Try to force a check with your half arc. No. They can charge and shove us off. But if they shove us off, then they pursue into us here, then we can flank. Prepare to pile in. Threaten their flank. Good. Excellent work. They hold firm. Grab another drop there. Really? Alright, I guess they're determined to hold on. Here... This is gonna be ugly. Try for the catch. Almost. Right, why don't you charge here? Alright, we are up 20. About to hopefully make some serious progress in the center there. Next turn. Well, we should be able to charge there. Too bad. Oh. I wonder if that was a misclick. Let's see why you'd want to do that. Ooh, they are raw. It's not entirely surprising. Comitatensis, charging our levies, that's fine. Interesting. Okay, well, let's give some space to the slingers to fall back if they can. Good. Can charge downhill and get the uphill troop quality, and then mounted versus bowmen in the open for plus 100. Okay, very good. Fragged, not broken. Held firm. Ah, you can push into contact. Good. Shoot or charge. Let's keep shooting. So here, 24-point Levy Spearmen against 51-point Comitatensis, and we're actually winning because of the effect of steady Spearmen having their swordsman POA. So a really points-efficient unit in this kind of situation. I mean, especially because, we can do this now. It's 2 units to 1, and it's still cheap. It's 48 points to 51. Got the frag, see if we can get them all to drop. No drops. Ah, that works though. Join in. Good. They're zoned here. Do I care? That might be a good way to switch things up here. You go here. You go elsewhere. Maybe you can get through this gap soon. And if you go... Let's see, if you go here, you go here, you do the bad thing, sorry. Yeah. Then we can get the drop. Okay. It should survive. Keep pressing forward. They're probably going to break when we do this. I think we have much choice unless we push them here so that they don't affect these units with panic. It's all pretty bad. We're going to lose a large portion of this right wing. We'll risk getting caught out by a charge. If we hit you, do we then roll into... Yep. Very good. Right. Well, other than the bad thing here on the right, we are looking very good. that being the overall situation. So Skix says, played I don't know how many times this battle on the Byzantine side, but was always defeated. Okay, thanks for playing. I haven't played it as a Byzantine, so I can't really speak to that. Well, it's not ideal. Ugh. Good. Right into the archers. Very nice. There it is. Okay, well, that went, pretty smoothly as far as these things go. I made an error here getting myself engaged where I shouldn't have. But overall, I don't think Askik did anything drastically wrong. I think there were some minor micro mistakes that cost open flanks. For example, this unit here, the Comitatensis, I think, over here. Uh, what would I have done as the Byzantines? Probably not sent so much cavalry here. I think could have held back with the Auxilia here and then pushed forward more aggressively in the center when he saw that I was stretching myself out to the wings, because cavalry moving through this kind of broken ground would eventually be a threat if it got all the way around behind, but a couple of units really could have delayed me without a large commitment of units like this. But like I said, I haven't played this as the Byzantines, so I couldn't say for sure. So, a good game to Skik. Till next time.